Okay, today we're gonna make an ice cream using 2, maybe 3 or 4 ingredients depending on the additions you want to make. The minimum ingredients you'll need are going to be cottage cheese or Greek yogurt and Crystal Light. In my case, I'm making lemon ice cream, so this is the lemon iced tea flavor. You can also use any flavor you like. Strawberry, orange, banana. I think we made this one earlier. So today is the lemon iced tea one. So here are the additions I have to this: lemon juice and xanthan gum. These are optional. If you want to use them, cool. If not, not a big deal. And our process is going to be take these ingredients, blend them in the blender, and put them in an ice cream machine. So we're actually going to be using an ice cream machine, and we'll talk about the ice cream machine part when we get to it in a little bit. First, I will start by adding my cottage cheese into my blender. Any blender will do. Alright, cottage cheese. To this, I'm going to add my Crystal Light. I'm not really measuring anything, so just eyeballing it. I put a quarter of this. If we need more, we can add more. Even during the ice cream machine stage, we can add more. So I will put some xanthan gum. Again, we're careful with this one. I may have put too much. Lemon juice. And I'm going to add some more heavy cream to this. The reason I'm adding the heavy cream is to get it more creamy, and the freezing process is a little bit different with the heavy cream. It freezes later, so it's not going to be as icy. You can add almond milk too if you want. I will add a little bit water. And of course, depending on the flavors you're making, what you add may be different. For example, if I were making something with protein powder, cocoa powder, PB fit, something like that, I might add some coffee flavor to it, either ground coffee or actually brewed coffee on top of that. But I don't think coffee is gonna taste well with the lemon or cocoa powder. I'm not sure, but I'm not even gonna test it. But what I do want with this one for the consistency, I want something liquidy, because when it goes to the ice cream machine, it is going to solidify. So I had the heavy cream there, and I had the xanthan gum. You will see it is not liquidy. It is kind of thick actually. I'm gonna taste it a little bit. It actually tastes good the way it is. I am going to add a little more of the lemon juice, but if you want to eat it right now, there it is. Just want to cool it down a little more. To add to the creaminess, I will add my almond milk to this. So each time I blend, it's about 30 seconds to a minute of blending. It's getting there. Still, I want it a little bit more liquidy. So I will just add some more water. So this is what I was talking about when I said you can always add more along the way. I might enjoy some more of the lemon flavor, so I'm gonna add a little more. Do another maybe 10 seconds of blending and should be good to go. Alright. My container is getting full. If I had a bigger container, I would add more liquid. So what I will do is I'll pour maybe half of this into the ice cream maker, and while it's going, I'll add some more liquid, blend the rest, and then pour it into the ice cream maker while it's going. So now it's time for the ice cream maker. So we just had Christmas, the time of the year where useless shit is marketed to people and they will all go after it. The newest one is the stupid ice cream maker where you want to have ice cream but you can't have it for 24 hours. You put it in a cup, freeze it, and in 24 hours you will be worthy enough to have ice cream. Instead, I'm using a traditional ice cream maker where you do have this, it was already in the freezer, and you just take it out and use it. By the way, you don't need an ice cream maker if you want. Pour this into a container, put it in the freezer, mix it maybe every 30 minutes while it's solidifying so you can get a little bit of the air bubbles in there so it can thicken up, and then you'll still have your ice cream. Or like I said, when you were blending, if you had added some more ice cubes, or just put this in the freezer as is, in 30 minutes you can still have ice cream. So I set up my ice cream maker. I'm going to start it, turn the camera, and show you what it looks like. There you go. So got my container, there's the ice cream machine. Pour it in. So this is going to keep going for about 15-20 minutes now, but in about 3-4 minutes it is going to start solidifying, and at that point I will go in with a spoon. I have a fork, but a spoon or a spatula, and start breaking it up and mixing it more because it is going to start sticking to the sides. I want it to just keep moving around and churning. One other tip I have is I already have my container that I'm going to put this into in the freezer. That way the cold ice cream doesn't start softening up when you put it in a room temperature container. That's why I have this in the freezer, so it'll be cold. Okay, so after about 10 minutes, you can see it started solidifying. I'm going to move it around a little. And like I said, at this time, this is when you can keep adding extra liquid, extra powder, extra sweetener, extra flavor, because it hasn't fully solidified yet. And if you do add anything, make sure to just keep mixing for a minute or two. So another 5 minutes later, this is what we have. And probably in 5 minutes, it should be all done. So let's say I'm done, it started turning on its own. We're gonna stop. Here's the danger. Okay, I got some ice cream here. The temptation will be to just eat this. So think about it. If you keep eating this each time you mess with it, and if you keep eating that ice cream, you'll have eaten half the ice cream before you've even finished it. So resist the temptation. Don't eat it. Okay, so the ice cream is done. I'm going to take my container out. And I'm going to stop it and transfer the ice cream to the container. That's it. Ice cream is almost done. And of course, the main part is here. You'll want to be fast in this process. You don't really have to rush it, but be steady and keep going. Don't just stop around because the ice cream will start melting pretty quickly. There you go. There's our ice cream. I'm just going to freeze this now until it's time to eat. Yeah, 24 hours my ass.